India's Hindutva politicians, leaders, and activists often chant the slogan, Bharat Mata Ki Jai, but a group of historians claims that during the 1857 War of Independence in the subcontinent, a Muslim freedom fighter was the first to raise this slogan. Recently, several incidents have come to light where members of the Muslim community have been questioned about why they are unwilling to chant, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. In the past few years, numerous instances have been observed where angry mobs from the Hindu majority have mistreated Muslims, with some incidents involving Hindutva supporters harassing Muslim individuals and forcing them to chant, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Although a group of historians believes that this slogan was coined by a Muslim freedom fighter, the general public became aware of this through a speech by Kerala's Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan. India's news agency PTI released a report referencing Vijayan's speech. In the speech, Vijayan said, "The members of the Sangh Parivar come here and ask the people in front of them if they chant, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Did they even know who first raised this slogan? I am not sure if the Sangh Parivar is aware, but it was Azeemullah Khan." According to historians, Azeemullah Khan was one of the key figures in the First War of Independence in 1857, often referred to as the "soldier of the rebellion." Historian and author Syed Ubaid-ur-Rahman told BBC Bangla, "There is no doubt that it was Azeemullah Khan who coined the slogan, Madar-e-Watan Hindustan Zindabad, long live the motherland India." Historians argue that Bharat Mata Ki Jai is the Hindi translation of Azeemullah Khan's slogan. However, Islamic theologian Muhammad Qamar Zaman states that the literal translation of Madar-e-Watan Hindustan Zindabad is Motherland India, long live. Kerala Chief Minister Vijayan further remarked that just as diplomat Abid Hassan Safrani coined the slogan, Jai Hind, poet Muhammad Iqbal penned the famous patriotic song, Sar Jahan Se Aaka Hindustan Hamara. In Indian Muslim freedom fighters, a collection of biographies compiled by Syed Ubaid-ur-Rahman, there is a dedicated chapter on Azeemullah Khan. It states that Azeemullah Khan was one of the prominent leaders of the 1857 revolt. He was proficient in several foreign languages, including English and French, a skill that many other freedom fighters lacked. He maintained constant communication with senior British officials. At a time when most people in India believed that the British army was invincible, he traveled to Turkey, Crimea, and Europe and witnessed the defeats suffered by British forces there. Ubaid-ur-Rahman writes that Azeemullah Khan was the Dewan chief minister of Nana Sahib, the adopted son of Peshwa Bajirao II. He later became Nana Sahib's prime minister. Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, known as the father of Hindu nationalism, wrote about Azeemullah Khan in his book The Indian War of Independence of 1857, stating, Azeemullah Khan was one of the most remarkable figures of the 1857 revolt. Those who were the first to conceive the idea of fighting for independence deserve a special place. Due to his status as the adopted son of Peshwa Bajirao II, the British East India Company stopped Nana Sahib's pension after Bajirao's death. In addition to Savarkar, several other historians have written that Nana Sahib sent Azeemullah Khan to England to resolve the succession dispute. Azeemullah stayed in England for nearly 2 years and returned to India in 1855. Despite his proficiency in several foreign languages, including English and French, Azeemullah Khan's childhood was marked by extreme poverty. Historians note that he and his mother survived the famine of 1837–38. They found refuge in a Christian mission in Kanpur. Historians also mention that during this period, Azeemullah worked as a waiter and sometimes as a cook in the homes of British officials. It was during this time that he learned English and French. After his tour of England and Europe, Azeemullah Khan visited Turkey and Crimea. Upon returning to India, he advised Nana Sahib to initiate the rebellion. After returning from Europe, Azeemullah Khan started a newspaper called Payam-e-Azadi. It was published in Urdu, Marathi, and Hindi. He brought a printing press from Europe, and his newspaper was printed on the same machine. Faisal Farooqi, a researcher of Urdu journalism history and the freedom struggle, states that Azeemullah Khan used his newspaper to promote the ideas of rebellion and freedom. He explains, through his newspaper, he repeatedly inspired all communities, Muslims, Hindus, and Sikhs, to fight for freedom. The Ganga Jamuni culture, which symbolizes communal harmony, was always evident in his writings. He even composed the anthem for the First War of Independence or the Sepoy Mutiny. Farooqi recited the anthem and highlighted its last two lines, which reflect how Azeemullah Khan encouraged people of all religions to fight for independence. Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, are dear brothers. This is the flag of freedom, and we salute it. This means that Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs are all brothers, and they salute the flag of independence. Historian and author Syed Ubaid-ur-Rahman notes that during the same period, Azeemullah Khan wrote the slogan Madar-e-Watan Motherland in his newspaper. He says, there is no doubt that he wrote this slogan, but it should not be viewed in isolation. His newspaper regularly promoted the freedom struggle and called for rebellion against the British. Azeemullah used to write such slogans frequently. However, some argue that there is no concrete evidence proving that Azeemullah Khan was the first to coin the slogan Madar-e-Watan Hindustan. Ubaid-ur-Rahman further mentions that Azeemullah Khan was one of the key strategists of the 1857 rebellion. Azeemullah passed away in 1859 in the Terai region of Nepal. While evading British soldiers, he fell ill. Historians believe that his continuous movement from one place to another might have prevented him from receiving proper treatment. Historian and author Syed Ubaid-ur-Rahman states that apart from the slogan Madar-e-Watan, several other revolutionary slogans were also coined by Muslim leaders. He said, Maulana Hazrat Mohani, one of the founders of the Communist Party and a freedom fighter, gave the slogan Inquilab Zindabad, long live the revolution. Similarly, Yusuf Mehr Ali coined the slogan Quit India. It was Simon who inspired the slogan Simon Go Back. These people's contributions are rarely acknowledged. According to Ubaid-ur-Rahman, whether it was the first war of independence in 1857 or the period from 1910 to 1947, Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs fought shoulder to shoulder. He added, does anyone know how many Muslims held the position of President of the Indian National Congress? Everyone is familiar with the name Abul Kalam Azad, but how many people know that a total of 8 Muslims have served as Congress presidents? The slogan, Bharat Mata Ki Jai, which is promoted by Hindutva organizations as a political and patriotic slogan, does not find any mention before the year 1866. Snigdhendu Bhattacharya, who researches Hindutva politics, says, in Bengal, the mention of Bharat Mata first appeared in 1866 in the 19th Purana, which was perhaps written by Buddhav Mukhopadhyay under the pseudonym Krishna Dwapayan Vyasa. The following year, the mention of Bharat Mata appeared in the 19th Purana. At the inauguration of the Hindi Mela, Rajendranath Tagore sang the song Milan Mukh Chandra, Ma Bharat Tuhari, which was written by him. This is also mentioned in an article by Bipin Chandra Pal. This song was also used in the play Bharat Mata written by Kiran Chandra. Snigdhendu added, however, it is unclear whether the slogan Bharat Mata Ki Jai became popular in Bengal at that time or not. This is because by then, Band Mataram, written by Bankim Chandra, had already become quite popular. He stated that there is no mention or use of Bharat Mata in Bengal or India before 1860. During this period, Azeemullah Khan coined the slogan Madar-e-Watan Hindustan Zindabad. Abanindranath Tagore painted the first image of Mother India in 1905. Explaining this, Snigdhendu says, in fact, Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Madar-e-Watan Hindustan, while being similar, are seen differently in the eyes of Hindutva proponents. Indian nationalism, Hindu nationalism, and Bengali nationalism were all born in the same Bengal. This happened in the 1850s. Soon after, Indian nationalism, Hindu nationalism, and regional nationalism emerged and spread to other regions. Thank you all for watching our video till the end. We hope you found it informative and inspiring. Revolutionary leaders like Azeemullah Khan are the unsung heroes of our history who not only dreamt of freedom but paved the way for it with their sacrifices. These stories remind us that our struggle for independence was not about one community or religion but a united effort of all. It's our responsibility to keep this shared heritage alive. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel, Chronicle. We will be back soon with the story of another revolutionary figure. Until then, remember your history and take pride in it, because it defines who we are. Thank you.